a new episode of Creative in Focus. And today, guys, we have a special guest for the podcast. But rather than me introducing who is in the guest, but let the guest introduce who's the guest. You get me?
Okay.
Alright, so who are you?
Hey guys, my name is Ezra. I am 23 this year. I am a dancer, choreographer, and dance instructor.
Alright, so if you guys are watching this from YouTube, right, if you see Ezra moving weirdly like a Batman, why is that?
I woke up with a bat neck. I'm like Batman right now. So I'll be turning like this and this.
I mean, you need to look at the camera, like you can just like
Yeah,
have
I know,
a conversation.
but still, you know.
You want to show your face a little bit?
Just a bit stiff.
Alright, and also this video was not sponsored by McDonald's. If you guys see McDonald's logo over here, I haven't had my coffee yet, so McDonald's to the rescue.
No sponsor, just endorse.
Yeah, so Ezra, I don't think has coffee, he has water.
Water.
So, Ezra,
Water.
welcome to the show. This is your first time.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, so before we get into the topic, right, is there anything new that's happening right now with you?
Right now, recently I joined the J-Debut competition on JD Sports.
Okay, what's that about?
And basically, we were just supposed to choreograph and make a production, like our own video to a K-pop song, right? So, that happened. I don't know what the results are yet. The results are not in yet, but we'll see.
I think by the time this video is out, the result will be out as well.
So then by that time, you can check out my profile at Instagram, et.ezra.
Like it's so fast.
Shameless plug, whether I got anything. But also, besides that, like other big projects, I would say, right now, it is October. Recently I worked with Dollar on a new music video and Comeback, Impikan. It's coming out at the end of October, so I hope you guys
Hello. Okay, I
look
think
forward to that.
approximately this video will release after their music video, so check it out as well. If you guys missed it, after this video, go check it out. Yeah.
Dollar, Impikan. Remember that?
Wow, a lot of plugs, man. People need to endorse our channel already.
Gotta do it early on.
Alright, so I mean, recently we just finished a project with Eunice.
Yeah.
That was mind-blowing because that was the first time I actually shot a dancing video.
Right.
So if you guys want to check it out as well, the links will be in the description. Go check it out. Eunice like starved for 3 or 4 days.
She water starved for 3 days.
That's commitment, yo.
Commitment to the art.
and also dancing in the freaking sun.
Shooting in the freaking sun.
Alright, so let's get into the topic. So those of you who don't know, right, Ezra is actually a dancer, well-known dancer, and work with a lot of artists and brands as well. So if you guys haven't known him yet, go check it out. And if you guys are really interested in making dancing as a career, because he has done this as well. And I've known this guy from uni, but we only officially met this year. Yeah. But uni, I've seen him here and there, but only during the dance concert. So, Ezra, this is an important question that I want to ask you. Why dancing? Why did you pick dancing? Because, we are all from an Asian family.
Right.
Usually the career choices that our Asian parents will say, be a doctor, be an engineer, good money.
Be a scientist.
Be a scientist. Why dancer? No work, no money. So why dancing though? Why did you pick dancing?
Well, actually, when I was younger, since young, I've always been into art, just a different kind of art. So I've always been into, when I was younger, I liked graphic design, actually. I like drawing. I used to draw in primary school. And then, at one point, I started, take an interest for singing instead. So I went from art, as in drawing, to singing. And then from singing, I started taking acting classes, drama classes. And then after that only I started to have a thing for dance. So dance was actually the last on my list of to-dos.
So wait, how did from acting it became dancing? What sparked that?
I always enjoyed performing arts. I always enjoyed performing in general since I was young. But the specific art form of performing wasn't specified. Like at first I thought I would be a singer. No.
Is there like any clips of you singing or not in any YouTube social media?
No, not in
Sure?
YouTube and social
SoundCloud?
media.
SoundCloud?
No, don't have.
Okay.
Alright, then I went to acting, and I really still do enjoy acting a lot. Actually, I feel like that's what built me. And then when I got into dancing, it was when I was about like 12 to 13 years old. It was because of K-pop.
Okay lah. At that time, it was the K-pop.
At the time, I remember the first song I ever heard was 21's Lollipop, and then the second song was Abracadabra by Brown Eyed Girls.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And after that, I just started to take dance classes. So, and from then on, it just went from there. Like, I enjoyed dancing a lot. I started dancing with my friends. I started taking up dance more. I started performing. People started recognizing me because I'm from Ipoh. I'm from a small town of Ipoh. So, like,
Everybody knows everybody.
yeah. So like in Ipoh, I started to get a bit of recognition for my young age to be able to dance. Apparently, at 14, 15 or so, I was part of a few organizations like Leo Club and all that, and they would have me perform once in a while. Yeah. So it started from there, and I just felt like I have very supportive parents. I love my parents so much.
Oh, okay lah. Good. Nice.
I'm one of the lucky few that has really supportive parents. My mom was a bit more skeptical, but for both my parents, they supported me like all the way. Yeah, since they could see, like, since I was young, like I was 13, 14, I already said, like, you know what, when I'm studying, I'm gonna take up performing arts, and they supported since
And
then.
that's where I know Ezra from. Alright. We'll get into that topic soon, okay?
Soon.
But like your work ethics, right? To make dancing as a career it's not very easy, especially in Malaysia, because dancing hasn't been recognized unless you're like a freaking traditional dancer. Like you've seen the big government concerts. They will have like traditional dancer. Unless you're there, I mean, you can make a career out of that. But your form of dancing is totally different. Can you like elaborate on what kind of dancing you are doing at the moment?
At the moment, as an umbrella term, I do street dance, but I'm not limited to only street dance. But what I would mainly focus on is choreography under street dance that takes inspiration from a lot of styles. I wouldn't say I'm a pure style dancer, which means I wouldn't say I'm a hip hop dancer or a whacker or a dancehall dancer. I like to take inspiration from a lot of different styles. I learn foundations from a lot of different styles, and then I try to make it into choreography. But I enjoy doing choreography the most. Yes.
So how was the work ethics? What was your work ethics to make this as your career?
Like you said, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, especially because I feel like, especially since when I started out, and now also the government support is not that great.
Not great, but I don't think there's support.
There is very, very minor support in
Very small.
certain sectors where we have certain leaders who have worked together with the government make things happen. Yeah, so but it's not a lot, and that only happened recently. So before this, there was actually no government support, and if you were a dancer in the scene, everything you did was quite independent. So you have to. Us as a community, we would build ourselves up, right? So when I started, it wasn't easy, but I realized that what helped me grow was actually the main thing would be connections. So you can't make it anywhere without knowing people, without getting to know people. I wouldn't say I'm the most sociable of people, but I make sure I get my connections. Take opportunities whenever it's possible and slowly build self from there. But also there needs to be a sense of discipline and a sense of a commitment to the art form, in the sense that when I put something out, it cannot be the Malaysian style of ala chill je lah.
Macam boleh.
Yeah, it cannot be that sort of like ala boleh je lah kind of thing.
Like going the extra mile lah.
Everything I put out, I try my best to give more to it. So if I give more to it, then in hopes of it reaching a bigger audience or getting me more opportunities, you know. And I feel like that kind of mindset is what I look up to internationally, where everyone, no matter what product they put out or what kind of work they put out, is definitely top of their game, and they try to top themselves each time. And I feel like that is a bit lacking here in Malaysia. So I make it very evident that this is my work ethic and I need to do this to myself.
Yeah, to at least give a benchmark to the future people that's gonna be doing this.
If not even for the future people, just for myself personally, like want to keep growing. I never want to stop.
So you're striving to be the best version of yourself every day.
Every time, every single new product I put out, I make sure, like, you know, I did this last time, let's try to up it a level. Let's try my best, kind
I
of
love
thing.
it, man. I love it. All right. So, I mean, speaking of like every time improving, right? I know that you've taken a lot of jobs. You work with a lot of brands, right? I don't know if you want to share this or not, but what are the worst? Okay, make it simple. What is the worst experience you had as a dancer working with clients, brands, and other companies, and the best? If you want to name drop them, up to you, bro. I believe people will be like interested to know.
I stay out of drama a bit lah.
Dude, this is Malaysia, man. You will find drama everywhere. That's the best thing about Malaysia.
We will find drama everywhere, but you will always see me at the sideline just sipping coffee, watching.
Okay.
Okay, no, but worst experience. Worst experience. I wouldn't say it's a singular worst experience.
Multiple.
There've been multiple under certain
Okay,
umbrella term.
okay, let's put a name to it. Let's call
let's call
the Men in Blacks. Let's call them Men in Blacks. They won't know lah.
the Men in Blacks.
Yeah, Men in Blacks.
There've been multiple bad, like early on. I would feel like when I perform under the Men in Blacks, it would be quite fun. But over time, me and my friends, we started being used, kind of thing, right? And like the last thing I ever did for them was definitely the worst thing, where as usual there was an annual event. Okay.
I think I know what you're talking about.
There's an annual big event.
Oh, I know that. Okay. For the sake of people who's listening to this, please elaborate on this because they need to know what happened.
So at one annual big event under the Men in Blacks, they had, as usual with every year with our dance crew, they have us perform every year. So we would prepare as usual. But this year was like, not this year. The last year we did it was, when was this? I think it was 2019.
Yeah,
2019. So that was last year. So that would be the last year that a lot of us would be participating in the event. So we thought like, let's do this properly. Let's go full out.
So that you already decided that was the last year you're gonna be participating.
Right, I already decided last year. But as usual, like if it was the last year, you want it to end nicely.
Yeah, I mean, you ended with a bang though, in a different way.
All right, so what happened was we practiced, rehearsed for a week plus, kind of thing. Every night we stayed back, we rehearsed. We even had like some ex-members come back from Shah Alam. She drove all the way. We gave a lot of effort into that. We bought and made costumes as well. And then come to rehearsal day, and as we're about to go, rehearsal kind of thing, and one of the stage managers comes up to me and guys, you're performing? And I was like,
oh wait, this is during rehearsal?
Rehearsal.
Or like on the day of the event itself?
No, the day before.
Okay, cool.
On the day before, guys, you're performing? And I'm just like, yeah, we're performing. Oh, you are not on the list.
Oh, okay.
And we're just like, oh, but we are performing. Like the boss asked us to perform, kind of thing. I was like, okay, we'll put your name in, kind of thing, just to shorten it, and then we rehearse, chill. All good. But the next day I started having like really bad feeling. So the performance was all the way at night, but the event is a long day thing. So we were there since morning. I came in the morning to like, just have a good time or like just chill and be with friends before the event. So like, um, I just started having this bad feeling where I'm not sure.
The gut feeling, right?
Like something's not right. So I every time I had a chance, I kept going back to the stage managers and ask like, "Do you put our name in? Do you put?" And every single time they would say, "Yes, you're after this. Yes, you're after this." So okay, I'm like, okay, and you know what? Just my bad gut feeling. Apparently, not a bad gut feeling. So what happened was, we got completely ready, kind of thing, and we prepared already like full attire, makeup all done. I go down and then I ask them one last time like, hi, so we're after this, right? And then the stage manager's like, yeah, goes away, directs another person to me, a junior. And the junior goes like, hi guys, I'm sorry, we can't let you perform. Your performance doesn't match our event criteria. When we were already ready backstage,
Okay.
fully ready. And at this point I'm like, okay, what? But everyone said it was okay, like
Until the last minute.
until the last minute. And I said like, okay, is there any specific reason why we can't go on stage? If there is, there was a VIP at the event, so I was thinking whether it was because of a VIP, they didn't want the VIP to see our dance, because there were a lot of other dances that night, but they were mostly cultural, which I feel. And they said our event was not very cultural, but I feel that's wrong, because I mean street dance is a cultural by
Yeah,
itself too.
that's right.
And at the end of the day, it's a performance. It's entertainment. So
I don't know who was the VIP at that time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was two VIPs.
as usual, but so I said if needed, let the VIP will perform after the VIP. Like at the
At least you want to perform,
at least we go out on stage, we just do our performance.
which you eventually did.
Uh, uh,
Yeah.
Wait. So what happened was, our friends, like we got a lot of friends to come and everything. We just want everyone to, like, if not everyone in the event, just the people that we know, who came and watched to watch our performance. We at least that we didn't prepare for nothing. Okay, so I'm trying to discuss this, and eventually my members and my dancers also come, and then they find out that we're probably not performing. So at this point, I'm trying to keep calm and trying to keep things, going. But everyone else started getting really angry. Rightfully so. I'm not saying anything. They were rightfully angry. When it came to that, everyone started getting really riled up, and rightfully, because like
I mean, they are right, man. Like they practice so hard.
we practice so hard, all we want
And
to do
even,
is go on stage.
okay, disclaimer, do you get paid for this?
No, we do not.
Yeah, see, you didn't get paid for this, but you actually invested a lot of money as well, like transportation, props as well. And that, by right, you have a lot of emotions going on when they say you can't perform.
Right, and we were supposed to be near the end, so like they put us near the end, and we're just waiting there, and we're watching the event end in front of our eyes.
Oh.
Like performances are going on, and we're like, can we not go after them? And then they're like, no, cannot. And then like, okay, wait, let me ask the boss. Someone goes to ask the boss, and the boss says, they didn't audition with me, so they can't perform.
Okay, wait. Is it? Okay, I know who's the boss.
Right. And the thing is, the boss has seen us perform every single year. We perform for so many events, and for some reason, the boss was just salty that we didn't audition before doing this performance.
But here's the thing: you got permission to do it, right? If not, why would you be doing?
We were approached, and we will look for to perform it.
Yeah, right.
Right. Okay. So then that's not even the worst part. Worst part was like la di da. The event ended, and then we're just like, can we not just go on stage and perform? What's wrong with that? And we were just chilling near the stage, and one of my members, she's sat on the stage. She like walked on the stage, and one of the stage hands just manhandled and pulled her.
Yeah.
Yanked her
Okay, yeah,
off.
so full disclaimer, that was a scene where a female dancer went to the stage because she was angry and she wanted to perform because by right, yeah, there's a lot of emotions going on. Ezra, you wanna continue what happened?
Well, the stagehand, and I definitely feel that he was wrong because my friend and the dancer that he yanked was just a girl, and she's like 164. She's small, and that stagehand was like 180, a huge man. Like there's nicer ways to go about this. He yanked her off,
Just grab and eat.
and with all the emotions already happening there, it didn't become a fist fight, but it became a full blown argument. And I was just sitting there watching like,
Yeah. Okay, full disclaimer, we all heard it. From the crowd, we all heard it. And that's when I know something happened because there was a moment of silence. And then the announcer came and started, making
cover
the shit up.
cover line.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I,
Yeah.
I only knew what happened the day after because one of my friends was dancers there and they told the gang, and then the gang told me. I was like, oh, so that's why that I heard that voice.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. So after that, you would expect the the company, the Men in Black, to at least protect us or talk to us about it, but they just told us to get lost.
Yeah, I remember there was like police also come.
Police come, everyone almost got arrested.
Yeah, hey. Wow, going back to the street. Yeah, you belong in the street, yo.
This is not good culture, but anyway, just saying, yeah, no one got arrested, but it really got full blown. It got unnecessarily bad, and yeah, pretty just much. So that was my worst experience. Because my worst experience was that because at the end of the night, after a lot of discussions and debates and arguments, I cried for a whole night. But anyway, that was the bad period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that was a full-on 10 minutes bad experience. Wow. I mean, that goes to shows that there's not always ups in dancing. There's always ups and downs. And not all industry, they understand what's going on and what is creative arts. Because, truth be told, I work with people like this. Sometimes they appreciate what we're doing. Sometimes they don't appreciate. It's because the important thing, the two things that is happening is because one, they don't have the knowledge of what we are doing. Two, they have this big ego of thinking that they know better than us.
Well,
that is what like that, I don't know. That is what is happening to the whole creative industry right now. Not to like put it in a most negative way lah, but there are a lot of people who appreciate this.
There are so many people who
So many
appreciate
people.
and help build up the arts and the creative scene. But at the same time, there are also people who just use it for profit.
Taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and we as the performers or artists, I understand like we sometimes I go through hard times, but I need to keep reminding myself never to like give in to this kind of people. We must make stand for what we have rights for also lah.
So I know we've been talking about a lot of negativity right now, but guys, let's bring it to the more positive level. So Ezra, what has been the best client memories ever? You can name drop them because they deserve to be named, because these are they deserve to be named, giving you a best experience. Who are they? I mean, worst experience we can give lah, but then by the time most of the people listening to this, they know who is it.
I'm pretty sure most
Everybody
of the people
knows.
listening.
If you guys don't know, comment down below. Ezra will comment who is it. Yeah, but like, what are the best experience you got as a dancer?
Best experience I got as a dancer. Before I got like client things, they oh my god, there's a few.
Okay, let's make it the top one for the sake of the timing.
For the sake of the timing, yeah. Best experience for me is performing, being able to be chosen to perform for Royal Family. That was a best experience, but that wasn't a client experience. That was during their workshop, and then after during the concert, I was one of the selected ones to perform. Yeah, so that was really cool. In terms of client experiences, right now I work with a lot of artists. So like I work with Zamira, I work with Dollar, I work with Elizabeth Tan before.
We'll
and-
talk about that later on if you guys are interested.
Yeah. So then and I'm there's more upcoming, you know. So I would say like working with all these people have been amazing because they all appreciate, especially people like Zamira. Zamira as an artist herself, she never undermines dancers. She looks up, she makes sure the dancers are recognized as an artist with her on stage, you know. She even made a Instagram post about it.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. So working with Zamira is always amazing. She works so hard and it's always she leaves me to do my creative things, but we work together and make it work. At the end of the day, when you perform with Zamira, there's just this different feeling. It doesn't matter if the audience is kind of dead. We hype each other up, us dancers and
You
Zamira.
guys are in your own world, lah.
We are in our own world. It's our own zone. It's our own different experience, you know. And I honestly feel like performing with Zamira and choreographing with Zamira is one of the best experiences. for me.
Wow, right. Shout out to Zamira, man.
Zamira!
I mean, like, okay, like, Zamira is one of the artists that I look up to as well. I mean, she created a lot of stuff. Even the newest one she did for Old Town Coffee.
Oh, yeah,
that was
those ads,
really
those ads.
dope, man. I didn't even realize she can rap using your food.
She can rap with anything.
Shout out to Zamira, man. All right, so let's get into another topic. Is that right now you've seen the younger generations coming up with dance move. Okay, I mean you're an expert, you're a veteran in the dance industry right
I
now.
wouldn't say I'm a veteran.
I mean,
but
you started a long time ago, lah.
I haven't started that long. I started 4 to 5 years ago, which professionally just 3 years, which isn't actually a long time for the dance
Oh, okay.
industry. We have a lot of older, more respectable people. But so I would say I'm rising, but I wouldn't say I'm a veteran yet.
Keep rising, man. Keep rising. Never keep falling, man. All right. So, from your own point of view, right? Like you've seen this younger generation popping up with dance move. Like I've seen in TikTok like these two small girls. I forgot what's their name, but I'll show you later after this podcast. But dude, they have been like collaborating with different artists like B-Boys, Fiction. If you know Fiction,
Yeah,
and then
Fiction.
Danya, is it Danya, the one that does the robot dancing?
Blah, 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 blah.
I forgot her name, but she has curly hairs.
Okay, I know
She,
who you're
yeah,
talking about.
she collaborated with. She's younger, like I think 8 to 10 years old.
8 to 10 years old,
Yeah.
young girl. There are a lot of young dancers, especially in the international scene.
Yeah, of
but
course.
I wouldn't know who you're specifically talking
Okay, yeah.
about.
So I will let you know who it is. But
Okay.
how do you feel like you seeing this young generation popping out with their own choreographies?
Okay, if we're talking internationally, first thing is international dancer kids, especially from China, Korea, Japan, y'all crazy. Y'all next
Dude, I mean-
level.
You look at the way why they're doing this, because they got government support.
Right.
They have a massive government support from there.
They already isn't even. I'm not sure about government support, but I know that the art scene has been fully established. There's a fully established art scene, and there is profit and also a growing culture that comes with it. But in the sense that it's because of different cultures. So especially in these Asian countries like Korea, Japan, and China, the discipline that they start since they're young, when the kids are already just 5 years old and they dance better than a lot of dancers locally, are like, but also like US, UK, you know, kids start young kind of things. But so when I see this, I go, what the heck? Like how? But looking at it locally, I would say that dance is being more people are being more open to dance. So especially parents, you know, like when I was younger and I wouldn't know anyone else who danced or took dance classes, kind of thing. Like the thought of it is just like, oh, people take dance classes at this
I
age.
think when we're young, right, haven't seen any people like doing the dance that you're doing. Mostly are the traditional dances,
Right,
or
right.
the tapak dance. I don't know what they call
traditional
it. lah.
dancers,
Yeah.
and there would be formal classes for ballet. and
Yeah,
all that kind
yeah,
of thing.
ballet is
more,
normal, yeah.
More, I wouldn't say formal, but they've been around longer, these styles. Whereas for street dance, there's only recently starting to build up recently. Like now, I'm working under a few studios, like Uncommon Dance Studios, and we have junior classes there.
Yeah.
And I see kids come and they're completely slaying, and they're just like so hardworking. I'm like, wow, you know, the new generation, like, even if we don't really see it, it's actually starting to grow.
They are more open to compared to how we were.
Very
We are
much so.
millennials because we are the start of the social media. I mean,
Yeah, we
millennials. we are millennials. We came when the social media just started booming. Right now, Generation Z is already boomed. They know what they're doing.
Social media is everywhere.
Dude, I think by the time, right, that will be so normal until that will be a career in the like next 10 years, man. Being a social media content creator.
Vin said it first. We shall see.
I mean, yeah, like, I mean, it's a good thing that you see these young people coming up with this. Do you feel like a bit, okay, this is a bit, do you feel threatened?
No, not at all. I feel like I never feel threatened, and if I do, I make sure like I talk to myself. I talk to myself in the sense that I should never feel threatened as a as a dancer, you know, because as an artist, when I'm creating, we need to bounce off. Energy needs to bounce off. If you feel threatened and competition and all the kind of things, then that's not right.
So, I mean, the moral of the story, guys, I just want to say that most of the people in Malaysia, okay, I don't want to speak for other countries, but Malaysia I can speak, is that they usually fight one another. If let's say okay, I'm a videographer. If let's say you're a videographer, if let's say we have a job, that's the thing. The first thing that comes to mind, right, it will be, how can I beat you to get that job? It never comes to in my mind is that, how can we work together to get this job done quickly, fast, and efficient? That will never come into anybody's mind. I mean, I've seen some people, they done this a lot. They cannot do the job, they refer to other people, even though it's their own competition. And this is the same thing as dancers as well. Like most of the people, I don't know, like veterans or listening to this, or people who's coming up, they should not be threatened. And why? Because of that is that, you know, everybody bounce their ideas. Everybody's different in their own way.
I feel like, especially for art forms, right? Art form is a constantly growing thing. Even though there is a base, it is evolving. It's always
evolving. Man, last time, creating content was way different compared to now.
So much different.
Yeah. So it constantly need to evolve, and you need to bounce idea with other creative people, like from other creative industry. That's how you keep being relevant, lah. That's the.
I wouldn't say that competition is bad. Like competition is really good with the right mindset. So
healthy competition.
Healthy competition is good. Competition should never be about I want to beat this person.
Oh, I want to destroy this
person so they go out of the scene or something. It should always be I want to do better than what this person did, and that should be people's mindset, and just like working to grow on that. Yeah, basically.
Cool. All right, so we talked about your ethics. You talked about your share point of view of the younger generations coming up. So let's talk about a little bit business to it, because if let's say people wants to make dancing as a career, okay, how do you monetize it? Or in the sense of people listening to understand a little bit, how do you make money from dancing?
Okay, first of all,
Step one.
Mindset one. It is not easy, and dancing is not one of those things where you can, like a normal job. I wouldn't say normal, like other jobs where you.
This is not a 9-to-5 job, by the way.
No, it is not a 9-to-5 job. So you do not work and study really hard and reap the rewards for the rest of your life. It doesn't work that way. Dancing is a very passion project, I would say, and it is very much, you have to constantly be on top of your game, and you can take breaks. You must take breaks. Telling that to myself.
Yeah,
you must.
A reminder
breaks.
of his Batman looks, like Batman leg turning.
That's why I'm like.
Okay.
So we must take breaks, but at the end of the day, I feel like dancing, we have to constantly keep working, and how to monetize is. There's a lot of different methods, I feel, but in Malaysia, it's quite limited because the amount of money you can get from dancing really does depend on a lot of variables, who you work under, what's your position, even how you look and all that, which is not right. But unfortunately, especially in commercial scene, that
here's like a deal breaker. Most of the times I work with commercial people as well, and most of the times when they're selecting a people, right, even though, let's say, we give two scenarios. One is qualified, but the looks are not good. One is like so qualified, but the looks are top. They always pick for the looks, because at the end of the day, commercial, they need to look at the face.
And it's not
right, actually.
It's not right, but it's not wrong. It's just how it is for me.
Yeah, which is scene lah.
And we have to sort of understand that that's how it is. But even for us, it's not that bad because like in US, there's even like for guys you must be buff, you must know how to flip. For girls, you need to know how to wear heels. You need to have a slender body. You know, dances in commercial scene are very specific. But in Malaysia, there is a lot of different paths you can go. So like there's the commercial performance scene, where then there's the entertainment scene. There's the more culture where you go for street dance and you teach or you learn, you know, kind of thing. And as a dancer, I feel like you should never limit yourself to one. But at the end of the day, it is still a personal preference. But like for me, I feel like I should always involve myself in as much as I can. So like I'm in street dance in the sense that I'm teaching and I take parts in events, but at the same time I'm also doing commercial and entertainment because I choreograph for artists and I make sure I bring over qualities from the street dance that I admire into this entertainment scene and not just make it like boleh je lah,
Malaysia boleh.
kind of attitude. So and then at the same time I also like because of uni and everything I got involved in traditional and contemporary slight bit. I'm not the greatest, but I know how to do some silat, I know how to do zapin, you know, and all these different things I can learn from help in the sense that it broadens your horizons and you can earn. If you're looking at profit, you can earn more from it because your opportunities are a lot more.
So I mean, when it comes to like quoting your prices, that's a totally different topic. So if you guys are like interested in, I mean, listening from Ezra because he's done a lot of work, how do you quote, how do you price a dance routine? Because trust me, it's not cheap. It's really not cheap. Initially, I thought it was just, you know what, just quote me lah, do it. But once I started like really researching, it's not so. It's very complicated to quote a proper dance routine. So if you guys interested to know about that, just comment below and we can come up with a topic together for the next podcast that you want to join. But yeah, for the sake of the listeners, right? If let's say they want to earn the first, let's say 100 ringgit, what is the first step they should be doing as a dancer? They know how to dance, they know how to choreograph. So what is the first step they should be doing?
Social media.
Okay.
Like, ew, we shouldn't use social. You know, some people go like, social media. But honestly, I feel like looking at people around, looking at internationally, social media plays such a big part in building yourself as a dancer. I mean, it's a resource you have. Why not use it, you know? I know
It's free.
It's free. Instagram, you know, make content, constantly make content kind of thing. You know, put yourself out there and try to reach out and branch out more. Cause like I have a lot of friends who are amazing dancers, but they don't make use of social media. They only post like maybe one dance thing every month. You know, while I'm just like, yeah, one dance thing every week. Yeah, and I try and make a lot of content as well. You know, trying to reach out is purely on yourself, and you can never rely on people to come to you or what to come to you. You must go to it.
So in the moral of the story, guys, if you guys are well listeners from this channel, right, I discuss about this strategy. It's called a DM strategy. And trust me, most of my works that came from is where I approach people. Hey, can I do? I've looked at your social media. Your video sucks. Can I do a better video? Do you want to like take a look? Dude, I'm serious. I straightforward tell them your video sucks. Most of the times lah, but this is the words I use. And usually they say, okay, I understand my video sucks. What can you do for me? That's where the conversation starts. So if let's say a dancer, right, produce content is super fucking free. You have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have YouTube. Don't give a shit about professionalism. Because trust me, Ezra, I've seen your video. When you take videos, right, okay, for me, I'm a videographer. I look at the quality of the video. Okay, you take from your phone. Do you have anything in your mind of perfectionism when you post out content?
Almost every time I post up a video, I honestly have something or a lot of things about a video I do not like.
Yep.
Like every time I look at myself dancing, it's just like you get that feeling, oh, that wasn't good enough, you know? But that's because that's you. You know what's best for you.
Yeah, you are your worst enemy, you know
right.
that?
But, and then I'll just like, you know what, let's just post it out. If I don't like it, maybe someone else will. And most of the times, it does get like, not recognition, but people like it. You know, people like it, people comment and go like, oh my god, this is amazing. I'm like, huh?
See, that what's happened, like, And don't give shit about the aesthetic of your Instagram page. Please don't.
I mean, if you do, then go by all means.
But that's I don't know. I feel like that puts a very big strain in it. Like let's say you got something best to post it up, but you have to wait until the aesthetic comes to it.
If aesthetic is your thing, work on finding an aesthetic that helps you with your work life as well.
But remember this, guys. Followers ain't mean shit, okay? You need the real money that is in your bank account, not the followers. Okay, trust me. You will notice this when you really making money. I've seen people like 400 followers making 6 figures income.
As a dancer, I
I don't know how many followers you have, like 1,000?
I don't know, 6 point something.
Okay, 6,000. Okay.
Are you?
Okay, come on, 6,000.
Okay, no.
How much you earning?
No, I cannot say. So, no, but like, yeah, followers actually don't mean anything, but at the same time, for an artist, I feel they mean a lot in the sense of that's where your market is, and that's how you know you need to start branching out. You don't look at it like, oh, I got 6.5, I'm famous, but it's more of like every time you post up things that get good attention and you get more followers, that means your market just increased, you know, and that's what's more important as a performer, because like you perform for people to watch. And especially in the state of the world right now, your social media is where your performance stage is, and you need to make use of it, really.
Okay, so, that was a good good insight. So if you guys haven't been listening properly, re-watch this shit back, okay? Because this is a good shit for if you're a dancer looking to earn money and make this as a career, okay? This guy has done it as well, okay? So follow who has done this shit. Don't follow the fake people that's in social media. Alright? Okay, so speaking of performance, right, social media, where do you see dancing going in the next future? Because coming up, TikTok has been a very hit thing during the COVID season, and people coming up with weird dance moves, which I don't understand how is it so viral. I mean, coming from you, right, you choreograph some dance move, and some people, they call themselves TikTok dancers, they don't even choreograph some of the stuff, they just cincai do only. So where do you see dancing going in the next future?
Regarding TikTok, I don't have anything against it because I do TikToks as well. Even though like there are people, I just feel like there needs to be a very clear image of what full-on dancing is and what TikTok dancing is. I'm nothing against TikTok dance because that is the source of how a lot of people are able to start dancing kind of thing. Like let's say if I wasn't a dancer and before this I was like very shy, I don't want to dance, kind of thing. Like every dance so hard, but then I saw TikTok and it's like, oh, these are simple things that I can follow, and it starts from there. It could start building up dancers, a dancer, because
a
future dancer basically, because like it starts them off at somewhere, even though it's really 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 basic and like no groove kind of thing. No groove, specifically that one. Okay, but it starts off somewhere. It starts building a person's confidence off somewhere, and that's what's most important to get into dance. It's not like whether you have rhythm or whether you have those are important, or whether you have skill or all that kind of things. But at the end of the day, it's that confidence to take that first step and keep going from there. How I see for dance, dance has always been growing internationally. I'm just constantly amazed by so many different dance performances. I look up to so many people like Paris Goebel, Kao Hanagami, Rian from Korea, and Carl Tatin. The list goes on.
Do some research, guys.
and all these people constantly put out amazing things. But with how the world is right now and how dance is, especially locally, I'm looking at it growing in sense of production wise, like as in, because Malaysia has never been very heavy on production. If there's good dance performance, there's been a lot of competitions, there's been a lot of performances and all that kind of things, but when it comes to productions and kind of things, people have never taken an extra step until recently because no one had a choice.
Alright, thank you, COVID.
Videographer getting more jobs as soon.
Hey guys, you know, there's always COVID, not always negative. There's always a positive thing in COVID as well.
But not saying COVID is a good thing, lah.
Yeah,
But you
be
gotta
safe,
look for
wear
the
mask,
light.
okay? Wear mask, sanitize yourself.
Wear masks. We were sanitized and we're safe.
Yes, this is a very safe environment, we should think.
So yeah, basically. So I'm looking at it growing in sense of production, you know? Like I've seen a lot of new things popping up, especially locally, and I'm like, hey, production wise this is growing, you know? So yeah.
All right. So before we end this podcast, right, let's talk about one of the commercial works that you've done, especially a music video. I mean, you've done a lot of videos, right? One famous artist, one international artist, one local artist. International means the black guy. Fun
Colorado.
Fun fact, guys, I did some research before this podcast session, so I know a lot of shit, man.
I choreographed for Colorado.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about one of the local artists that you did with, which is also a bit international. If you guys don't know who Elizabeth Tan is, you are living under a rock. Please go search who is Elizabeth Tan. And you actually did this choreo for Elizabeth Tan, right? Like one of the backup dancers, you and your friend. And I was so surprised when I saw that music video. I saw this guy, I was like, I know this dude.
Macam kenal.
I know this dude. Is that him? Because you look different in that video because a lot of hairstyle. Hairstyle. So I was like, is that the dude from my uni? It's like, that I don't know they put your name in the description. Yeah, I didn't put your name. They did?
Not in the description, but in the credits.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't sure until like I watched it the second time. Oh, okay, I know this is Ezra. So, okay, let's talk about how did that happen. By the way, if you guys wondering what music video is this, it's called Elizabeth Tan. Shh. Okay, so how did that happen actually?
I've been fortunate. Like, remember what I said about social media? It helps. So there's this director and producer combo. Their name is Den House. Den House Productions is Razlan.
Oh, okay, I know that.
Razlan and Adriana. So Den House Productions apparently they followed me before. I didn't even know. They followed me beforehand, and they've always seen my work, and they've always wanted to do something with my kind of choreography, you know. And then they were just waiting to find the right job. And then when they got this job, they were like instantly what. But here's the funny thing: I almost didn't take the job.
Oh my god!
Because it was during a very hectic period, and when they, you know, when you get messages from people that you don't follow.
Oh, okay. I you'll be
on
your
Instagram,
request.
it'd be in a request, so I never checked my requests for a period of time until like I think it was a week later. I saw there was this like Razlan texted me, and Razlan's like, there were like 3 texts already, and the last one was like, if you're not interested, it's alright, don't worry about it. I was like, huh? Oh, okay. So then I dropped my number. He didn't even mention what the job was for. He's just like, hi, we have a video we want to shoot and we want you to choreograph for it. And at first it seemed a bit shady. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so like I got a call from Raza. I called Raza and and then he suddenly just like, also it's for Elizabeth Tan's music video. I'm like, oh, okay. It's not the first music video I worked for, but like because you know everyone knows Elizabeth Tan at this point, and I was like, holy. Yeah, so that's how it happened, and that was really fun to work with also. I love working with Den House. I love working with Razlan and Adriana. They respect my vision. They respect my vision as a choreographer, and also like they're also just fun to work with, you know? Yeah.
So, I mean, more to the story, guys. Please read your messages. Please read your messages.
Check your message requests. Ever since then, I always check already.
But like, okay lah, to conclude this podcast is that if you want to make it as a dancer, there's no easy way. But one way you can start is just post up content, man. Social media is the best place for you to get started. And don't look out for jobs to come to you. You should be looking out for jobs to come to you.
As an artist, we need to constantly put ourselves out there. It's not the most comfortable of positions, I understand.
Especially when you're an introvert.
Yeah, I understand because I also get really overwhelmed. But we need, if this is the life we choose, we have to put ourselves out there. We take moments to recover, you know, but go back to it, never run away from it, and then just like, you know what, I'll wait and see for people to give me a job. It doesn't work out that way.
Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and thank you Ezra for coming.
Thank you.
Especially in the freaking morning in middle of nowhere.
And then waking up with my neck.
Alright, look like a Batman. So if you guys enjoyed this podcast, do listen to Spotify, Apple Music, and if you guys want to watch our beautiful faces, we'll be in YouTube. Like this video and also subscribe to the channel. It definitely will help this channel a lot. And if you guys want Ezra to cover other topics, or you want other people to come into the podcast, do comment down below. And as always guys, go out there, discover, connect and inspire. See you guys in the next video.
Bye.